Hi, I'm here with Jeremy again,
Hi.
and we're going to be talking about the T-E-E-N-T-A-N-S Teen Titans. Not the go.
No.
Not go.
Not go. No.
No.
Anything but that.
Anyway, yeah, so we just watched a couple of episodes from the second season, and we're going to be talking about both those episodes and some other episodes. Because a few months ago, I made me a list of Teen Titans episodes for me to rewatch. So I wanted to rewatch the series, but not every single episode. So I made me a list over here, and we just continued the list today because, I've been needing to continue my rewatch of the show for a while. So, I basically started out just doing the story arcs first, and I did a lot of the filler episodes separate on the list, and it's just a really cool list. Maybe I'll put it in the description below if I have enough time to write it. Anyway, so the first episode I watched was the prequel episode Go, which, that's a really good episode. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen Teen Titans yet, start with episode 62.
Wait,
Yeah, the episode Go it's a really good prequel episode. It tells the true origin of the Titans' team, and it's really good. Every character gets a little bit of a highlight in the episode, and it's just so good. And yeah, the story is that there is this alien race that I don't remember their names, and they have enslaved Starfire, and they were taking her to become their slave and whatever, because she's a valuable alien princess and all that.
Yeah.
And of course she escaped on Earth, so now she was going around and trying to get away, and she was hurting a lot of people in the process. So obviously somebody had to go over there and stop her from causing all this mayhem. And who were the people that did it? Just some random superheroes that were around.
Yep.
First off, there was Robin, who recently is implied to have left Batman's team.
Yeah.
And Robin's the coolest guy ever in the show.
Yeah, he's the leader of the Titans.
And yeah, he's cool. It was it's really cool. And then you also got in the fight. You also had Beast Boy show up, who recently also left his superhero team, the Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Which we don't even learn about the Doom Patrol until the 5th season, but, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we also got Cyborg showing up, who's wearing a hoodie, trying to not reveal the fact that he's got into an accident, and now he's half man, half machine.
Yeah.
Maybe they would have gone more in depth with that if the show continued after season 5. Maybe they would have went a little bit more into Cyborg's origin story.
That would have been pretty nice to see.
I don't know. Maybe they think it would have been a little bit too dark for the show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably.
Like, we don't really get to see much of origin stories for really most of the characters. Like, it's just, oh hey, here's some dialogue revealing a little bit about our past, and yeah, it honestly is kind of a good thing that this is a show that doesn't really reveal everything from the beginning. Like, one of the appeals of One Piece is that you can go like over 800 chapters into One Piece, and they'll still be revealing secrets about the character's past and all that stuff. And One Piece is really good, and Teen Titans kind of does, when you think about it, follow the One Piece example of wait to reveal these bombshells of information to surprise all the audience members. And it's cool. So my favorite Titan is Robin, just because he's the coolest. I mean, just look at him. It's the perfect cartoon version of Robin we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
The Titans version.
What about Cyborg?
Yeah, I also like Cyborg a lot. Yo! Who wrecked up my tower? oh man, whoever wrecked up my car is going to get a face full of booyah!
And that's the boy, that's right.
Yes, Cyborg's cool, Robin's cool, but Robin's cooler, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's your favorite Titan? I mean, I know who it is, but tell the audience who it is.
My favorite Titan would have to be Raven, because of her backstory is,
And personality.
yeah.
Yeah, Raven's cool. Personally, though, my favorite female Titan would probably be Terra. But anyway, which, you know, was the episodes we just watched.
Yep.
Anyway, let's skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, the first actual episode, Teen Titans Divide and Conquer, was also pretty good. Not as good as Go, but it was
Yeah.
also a really good introduction to the show. It was nice. It was fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to spend too much time on some of these early episodes. Then after that, I watched episode 3, Final Exam, which is used to introduce the Hive. Which I think that's also an okay episode. Not as good as the first actual episode. I think. I don't know. It's been like since October or November since I watched these.
True.
And I haven't endlessly spent my time rewatching Teen Titans every single day of the week, unlike Benton. I don't know. Anyway. And then after that, Forces of Nature. I think this is a meh episode.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of weird. It paints a very strange picture of Slade, which is never ever painted again. Like, everything that happens after that episode just kind of contradicts it.
Yeah.
It's a very strange episode.
Very strange.
It's just, you know, one of those weird season 1 moments where it's like, yeah, they don't have a clear idea of where the show's going at this point.
Yeah.
It's weird. And then you get to the episode Mask, which is used to show where Robin dresses up as, yeah, and I really liked Red X as a kid. I can't wait to watch the other episodes with the Red X in it, but this first episode where Robin was Red X, it was just okay, like, better than Forces of Nature, but it was okay. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did as a kid, sadly. And then after that, then we get to the season 1 finale, which is really good, Prentice.
Oh, yeah.
It adds so many layers to the show. Oh, it's so good. Like, Slade, this is the first true appearance of Slade, if you ask me. And Slade is so interesting. This episode makes him so interesting. Like, every time whenever Robin and Slade are talking to each other, it's the best part of the entire show.
True.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, I wish I rewatched it yesterday, just so I could talk about it even more. Yeah, let's hurry up, because our dog is barking. My dog is barking. Yeah, he doesn't live here. Anyway, so then we would get to the episodes where we just watched today. Terra, Titans Rising, Betrayal, and sadly we didn't watch the season 2 finale,
Yeah.
Aftershock, which is really good. But, yeah, what did you think about Terra's introduction episode?
I mean, it was okay for me, but the Scorpion thing.
Yeah, the Scorpion thing is really weird. It was a really weird way to introduce the episode. Like, how do we introduce this new superhero to the Titans? Let's have her run away from this giant mutant scorpion that comes out of nowhere.
Or
It's weird.
a giant mutant, celebrated as Montauk dragons.
Terra's running away, showing off her earth-bending powers,
Yeah.
and all the Titans are here watching it as well, and they're all super impressed, and they're all super impressed, and then impressed by her, and then in the shadows we find out, oh, Slade was watching her the whole time. And then as the episode goes on, we find out, Terra is really sensitive about her powers. She's kind of okay showing them off to the other Titans, probably because they also have superpowers. But, whenever, she screws up on something, oh, it's devastating. What's wrong with her? Oh my gosh, she freaks out so badly. And then we get the answer towards the end of the episode, which is, something like a kid can never even comprehend, understand about the character. She loses control of her powers, and it causes everybody around her to become miserable and hates her because, she creates earthquakes and destroys this entire city. No wonder why people would go after her with torches and pitchforks. Which is something that they showed off, I'm sure, way more in the comic books of, her being chased around by people, calling her a monster, and, was also showed off a little bit in the movie Teen Titans, The Judas Contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good stuff, but, because it's a kid's show, they kept it to a minimum.
Yeah.
But it still makes her. It still makes sense of everything that was confusing about Terra at the beginning of the episode, which is cool and stuff. And yeah, the action of this episode is just okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. But then we get to the next episode, Titans Rising, which is arguably even better. I don't know. So yeah, it's been a long time since the Titans had seen Terra, and then she finally shows up and catches a fallen soccer ball when they were playing the game, or not soccer ball. What's it called?
Volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball. And she just, the Titans are playing volleyball, and it falls off the building, and Terra catches it. And it turns out, oh hey, now Terra not only wants to join the Titans for real this time, but she actually has gotten better control of her powers, which we all know why, is because she, at the end of the previous episode with Terra, Slade was offering to teach her, show her the ropes. You can't just learn all this stuff by doing silly obstacle courses.
True.
So yeah, Terra has been being trained by Slade, who has been studying her for even longer. So he knows all of her strengths and weaknesses, just like he did about Robin, because he's a creepy stalker.
Yeah, he's just a crazy guy in the bush.
Yeah, Slade's a really good villain. I was kind of worried that after Apprentice, he would become a weaker villain in terms of writing, but nope, he still is really good.
Yeah.
He's still. He still studies his opponents before he strikes, which makes him interesting.
True.
And yeah, it's just really cool stuff. Yeah. So Slade. So then Slade starts attacking Titan's tower by trying to get it to go underground. Which I honestly do wonder. Did he actually want to destroy Titan's tower? I know he wanted Terra to make Terra as convincing as possible that, she wanted to join the Titans. But if she actually did fail at getting the Titans tower to stay up, would Slade have been disappointed or happy? I don't know.
We will never know.
It's all very interesting stuff,
Yeah.
It's just, think about this kind of stuff adds more layers to the show,
Yeah.
That's the way I view it. It's you failed, Terra. You could say that this was not only a test for Terra to get into the Titans, but a test for Slade to see how far she's come since her training began.
True. Yeah.
He wanted to know if she could actually lift an island, is what I think.
Yeah, I think that was the whole point of the episode.
And of course, she couldn't do it by herself, so she had to get Raven's help as well, who was a little bit more untrustworthy of Terra than any of the other Titans.
True.
Was this the episode where where Terra touched Raven and she saw like all these nasty things?
Yeah.
Like I can't remember if it was that episode or the next one. But anyway, so yeah, it's a good episode. Good episode.
True.
The action's a little bit on the ass side, if you ask me, but except for the stuff where, like, Robin's fighting, getting Slade. Like, anytime we get to see Robin and Slade fight, it's always great and entertaining.
It's always the good portion of the episode.
Like, you know, the best action in the show is probably the Robin versus Slade moments.
True.
And yeah, then after that we get to the episode Betrayal, where the tides have turned, and now Terra is going up against Slade, or not Terra going up against Slade. It's like, okay, she's now been at the Titan's Tower long enough where they would never see a betrayal coming. So she somehow gets past the Titan security system and allowed Slade's army of did they say 200 robots? Yeah, I think they said 200 robots to get into the tower, and they have to fight them off. But of course, before that happens, she gets away from the tower with Beast Boy, and they start going on a date, and it's really cute. And,
yeah.
Perfect episode for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So yeah, the mean old Papa Slade had to show up and ruin Terra's fun. Like, this was her no, we're still recording.
Hello.
Yeah, that was my mom. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, then tongue tied. Jeremy, you take over.
Then stay at the ruin of unfortunate Beast Boy said, like, no matter what you do, no matter how much you run, you will never have any friends at all.
Yeah, like, one of the whole themes about the show is that the Titans aren't just a team of heroes that like to work together. They're also best pals.
True.
And Slade, of course, hates friendship. Because, you know, he's the bad guy.
That kind of
Which is kind of cheesy, but at the same time it's handled very well. It's not just a joke like in OKKO, which I love OKKO, but...
I was about to say something about,
you know,
going back to the friendship.
like, honestly, Ben 10 is about family, and Teen Titans is about friendship.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all handled in a way for adults to enjoy, and like, only adults would even notice these themes going on in the show.
Yeah.
While, at the same time, there's also all these more mature themes also happening at the same time, like, you know, Betrayal, the name of the episode, and, you know, just kind of torture, actually, because, you know, Terra's been living a tortured life and having to run away from everybody just because she can't control her powers.
True.
So, you know.
Yeah.
And, yeah, then, like, Slade shows up and kicks Beast Boy's butt because she was hanging out with Slade's girl.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And at like before this fight happening, Terra was asking Beast Boy, "You promise if you find out anything about me, you'll always be my friend, right?" And Beast Boy was like, "Yeah," but at the end of the episode, it was a big fat no. That Terra's working with Slade. Oh no. But of course, in the sequel episodes, we find out, yeah, Beast Boy and Terra never stopped really being friends. It was just, you know, Slade got in the way of their friendship.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. The episodes. We talked about the themes, we talked about the characters, we talked about the story. It's really good.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Teen Titans yet, go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
Alright, guys. See you guys later. Bye!
Bye!